So, today let's talk about getting started with Zoho One. So, my name is Sangeeta and I'm a product marketer with Zoho One. I work a little bit with partners and oversee a few webinars. We give product demos, represent the brand outside of Zoho in multiple events. So, let's begin. So, we proudly say that you can reimagine business software with Zoho One. So, today's webinar will give you a fair idea of what Zoho One is, how Zoho One helps you make vertical business solutions for your business, and what can Zoho One do to make your life easier for your business. Let's go ahead. So, Zoho One is the operating system for business. That is what we call Zoho One. So, we are about 3 years into the market and we have about 23,000 plus customers in the past 3 years. This year is currently our third year, and we are now 23,000 customers. This globally is our top 10 used applications. So let me give you a little bit of an idea of how we see Zoho One. So Zoho has been in business for more than 20 years now, and all these years we've been building applications globally. We've been building applications vertically. We've been building applications for every type of business process need that you can think of. So we have 45 plus applications now, and 3 years ago we brought out Zoho One, which is like a mother bundle, like a suite of all our applications. But it is not just that, it is much more. So today's webinar, let's go ahead and see what all Zoho One can do. So before we even begin, these are our top 10 applications that are used globally by our customers. So CRM and analytics is at the top of the charts. Then books, desk and sales IQ is being used. Expense and invoice are finance applications that are being used heavily, especially in India. And then people, social and inventory. We'll go through the list of applications as we dive deep into the webinar, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so as I told you, we call Zoho One the operating system for business. Now, what do we mean by the operating system for business? A system that can power an entire business is what we call as the operating system for business. So we believe with Zoho One, you can run your entire business on the same platform. Your front office, your back office, your processes, your business process flows, anything and everything that you need a software to manage your business, Zoho One has it for you. Now, people tend to focus more on applications, which is very common, because that is what you see when you are using it. That's what you see as an output. So you use applications and you tend to focus more on applications. The market itself tend to focus more on applications. But applications are not the operating system. A business needs digital plumbing. So it's not enough for me to just put a few applications in a bundle for you and tell you, go ahead, now you can go ahead and run your business on this software. That is not how it works. You need integrations in place. You need the entire bundle to work as one. And that is where Zoho One comes in. So you imagine you have a list of vendors you're working with, and you are working with 4 different vendors for 4 different kind of business needs that you have right now. So you bring in all those systems together and you have separate logins, you have separate billing systems, you subscribe to them separately, and it's a whole lot of things that you need to remember. Just think of it as a house. As a house that you want to live in. You cannot just bring in 4 walls together and call it a house. A house needs much more to be able to become livable. You need a roof, you need water supply, you need electricity, you need furniture, you need plumbing. So that is what I mean when I say a business or an operating system needs digital plumbing. So unless I integrate everything and make it seamless for you, unless we make it very, very smooth for you, your business will not be able to run on one entire system. So that is what with Zoho One we have been trying to do, and in future we will continue doing that. So we have like 45 plus applications ranging from all these genres: marketing, sales and support, productivity and collaboration, finance, HR, and more. Let's just look at the applications here. I'm going to spend some time on the screen so that you have an idea of the varied number of applications and the genres that we cater to. So right at the top is the green honeycomb diagram of sales and marketing. So we have CRM products there, we have marketing products like Marketing Hub, sites. So I'll just hover around here. So this is Zoho Sites, this is Zoho Paid Sense, this is Marketing Hub, this is Zoho E-commerce, this is CRM. So all the green honeycombs that you see are the sales and marketing products that we offer at Zoho. Continue towards your right and we have the finance suite of applications. This is Zoho Books. I'm sure most of you are aware of it because it's very popular in India. It is a GST ready double entry accounting finance system. And then there's expense, there's checkout, there's subscription, there's inventory control, payroll, and everything included in our finance suite. And then these yellow honeycombs are what are called the email and collaboration tools. So like you can see, there is Zoho Mail. This is Zoho Meeting, which I'm using today to conduct a webinar for you. This is Zoho Work Drive, our online document management system. This is Showtime. This is Zoho Learn. This is Zoho Show, which I'm using to present today to you. So you see here show.zoho public. So this presentation is running on Zoho Show. Then we have custom solutions. So everything in Zoho that we have, if you have very specific business process flows and everything that we have is not enough for what your business needs, you can use our custom solutions and create a specific application, a specific business process flow for your business. So there's creator, there's analytics, there's creator, analytics, flow, and catalyst. And then there are human resource or HR applications called People, Orchestly, then Zoho Recruit, and there's IT and help desk. So say for your support personnel, we have something called Zoho Desk, which is here. This is Zoho Assist. So all of these together make up Zoho for you and Zoho One for you. So sales and marketing, finance, email and collaboration. Oh, I think I missed the office suite here. The office suite here is also available in Zoho One. All of this together is what Zoho One is. These are just the applications that you are looking at. Let's go ahead. Now, since this is only the application, since we only spoke about the application layer, let's look at what else can Zoho One provide for you. So let's look under the hood of the operating system. So the foundational layer of the operating system is what we call as the layer of platform or the platform layer. This is the foundation on which Zoho One is built. Next, we come on top of the platform is what we build services. Those services are something, this is not IT services, but services are something that we in Zoho make for you. We kind of do the work for you so that you can get more value out of our applications, which becomes the topmost layer of our operating system. So the topmost layer, the crux of the layer, applications, is what you see. Under the hood, we have services, and then the foundational layer of platform on which all of this stands. We will talk about this one by one. Let's go in and see what is there in all these layers. So Zoho One has enhancements in each layer. We'll first begin with the platform layer. The foundational layer of the operating system is the platform. So the platform layer is more of a developer layer of Zoho One, if you would like to call that. This is something that Zoho One is built on. This is something that makes Zoho One extendable, customizable, integratable. It makes Zoho One very flexible for all kinds of business needs. So, there are a few applications in the platform layer that I would like to talk about. Let's talk about them one by one. So, the first building block of the platform layer is Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator is a low code application creator product that we have. So, as I said before, if you have very specific business requirements and none of the applications that we have for you in the market is enough for you, or you need some more customization in what is already available, you can use Zoho Creator to create a specific customized application for your business need. Next comes Zoho Flow. Zoho Flow is like Zapier, if you would have heard about it. Zoho Flow is more like an integration creator. So if the already existing integrations in Zoho One are not sufficient, or you need some very specific integrations to be in place, like your CRM to talk to your projects, although they do talk right now at the back end, but if you need very specific process flows or integrations, Zoho Flow is the way to go. Then you have something called a process creator, which is Zoho Orchestly. So Zoho Orchestly is the newest member in the group. At the end of last year, we launched this product, and it helps you create specific business process flows for your kind of business. Say you are a dance academy, and not only do you participate at events, you also train individuals. The trainers, the learners slowly become the trainers, and there's a very specific flow of people and process that you have, and none of what is in the market suits best for you. So you go ahead, create a specific process. Say you need a CRM to behave in a specific way. You need CRM to talk to Marketing Hub in a different way. So use Zoho Orchestly to create specific business process flows for yourself. Then there is a huge there is a huge I'm sorry so there is a huge developer tool. It's more of a pro code tool, which is called Zoho Sigma, which allows you to create extensions. And then at the base layer of the platform is Zoho Catalyst, which is our serverless services. So this is a gist of what is there in the platform layer of our operating system. Zoho Creator, Zoho Flow, Zoho Orchestly, Zoho Sigma, and Zoho Catalyst. Okay, now let's talk about the second layer, which is the services. So services are built on top of the platform layer, and it spans across the board. Services, let me spend some time telling you what do we mean by services. So services do not necessarily mean IT services here that you give to a third party to implement and give it to you. No, when we say services in Zoho, it is something that we do from our end to make your life easier as a business owner, or a person who manages a business, or a CEO, or an IT admin. We go above and beyond so to make specific process flows for you, so that you get a lot of value out of what is being given to you. You get more value than anyone else in the market with our services. Let me go ahead and talk about the services. So now this is going to be the major chunk of the presentation. The services layer. So let's see what all is there in the services layer. First, there is an AI component called Zia. Then there is a business intelligence component in Zoho One with Zoho Analytics. Then there's a huge messaging server, contextual messaging server called Zoho Click, and then there is a global search feature called Zia Search. Let's dive into it one by one. So, first, artificial intelligence. So, Zoho's intelligent assistant, which is Zia, is implemented all across the Zoho platform. So, Zia has been built in house from scratch. It has taken a lot of time, a lot of years for us to build this service, but it has been built in house from scratch. And the capabilities of Zia are stretched all across the platform of Zoho. It is not just in one single application or a product. Everything in Zoho that you use, everything under the hood of Zoho or Zoho One, AI or Zia is implemented all across. The capabilities stretch across the board, whether it's in communications, security, development, or anything else. So this is the kind of work we do with AI at Zoho. So you have something called sentiment analysis, like a customer sends you a very angry email, and Zia will do a sentiment analysis for your support rep to tell them that this customer is angry, so you need to reply likewise. Then there's data cleaning, there's translation, there's outage prediction, there's handwriting recognition. All of this is at work today right now with Zia in Zoho One. Not only in Zoho One, all across Zoho. After the artificial intelligence or the Zia layer of the services star, let's talk about the business intelligence aspect of it. So now business intelligence is the element which is heavily embedded in Zoho One. You can now view customized and contextual dashboards and seek for niche information for your organization. Discover underlying insights from all your raw data, and you can also track your key business metrics. Let's look at the UI of the product. So at the back end, this is a product called Zoho Analytics, and there's a unified analytics dashboard for your entire organization. This is something that is ready-made. This is something that comes right out of the box for you. So as and when you keep feeding in data in your system, we at the back end will give you such already pre-populated dashboards that you need. So say there is a risk dashboard, there is a tasks dashboard that you can look at to see how your project analysis is going on. There is a closed revenue dashboard which is pulled from CRM. There is a sales overview dashboard which is pulled from CRM2. There's a customer analytics dashboard to see how your sales reps are doing and how your customers are reacting, which is pulled from our product Zoho Desk. So these are a few of the dashboards that are ready-madely provided for you. But you can also, okay, before we go, yes, so this is an example of an executive dashboard. So see, there is a chunk for revenue here. There is a projected revenue score. There are how much of marketing expenses you've had, the satisfaction rate that you have, that your customers have, ticket volumes by priority. So the more the urgent ones, the faster your support reps need to reply. There's a conversion funnel and everything else. Not just everything ready-made, but you can also seamlessly blend your data just the way you want. So say that in the already ready-made dashboards, there's something that you don't see. There's something very specific to your organization that you need. So you don't see it, but you can still go ahead and import all your data and create your own reports and dashboards using Zoho Analytics BI. And there's something also very interesting. So at the back end, of course, this is Zia. So this is a GIF that I've loaded for you to show you how the data changes as I type in analytics and ask Zia, show me my revenue by country, show it to me as a bar chart. So just see, show me my revenue. So it shows you the revenue of what is your revenue Then it will split it across countries and show it to you. So if you hover over it, you'll see the numbers. Show me my yearly revenue and then show it to me as a bar chart and everything else. Now, something that is very important for me to share here is, just because we have everything populated does not mean that we do not care about the security of your data. When so at the back end, we have very specific rules and functions guarding this sort of data. So for an example, you don't want every employee to see the revenue dashboard. You only want your CEO and your CMO to see the revenue dashboard. Your CMO might be able to see the marketing expenditure, and your CEO might be able to see everything in the organization. But an intern cannot afford to see all those data. So at the back end, although everything is there in the system, at the back end you can always have roles and permissions set, strict rules and permissions set, so that your data is guarded as best as possible. So we do take care of that too, and we are very proud of that we are very efficient in managing customer data. Next, so we spoke about artificial intelligence, business intelligence, and now we get on to messaging. So messaging is something that is really important, which is communication. So you have all the products and applications in place, but information is not flowing properly in your organization. If that is the case, work will anyway be delayed. So messaging is a huge part of what and how people work closely. So we have something called Zoho Click, which is the all-in-one unified communication stack in Zoho One. It comes equipped with email chat, with email, web conference solutions, video conferencing, chat, and audio calls. Just like Slack, if you have used Slack ever, Click also does everything. So it is one of our solutions that combines every sort of communication across all our organization and brings it in one unified communication stack in Zoho One. So Click has become, or is, the cornerstone to all communications across Zoho. So it has a built-in chat and audio and video web conferencing tool. It has an embedded mini chat bar across all applications. Let me show you an example. So if you see here at the bottom end, this is Zoho Click. You can even open it. It will always pop up whatever you want to show. It will always pop up here and you can see. Okay. Are there any questions? Okay, please. Okay, there are a few questions here. I will answer them at the end. Please keep typing your questions and we'll get back to you at the end of the webinar. Okay, so there's an embedded mini chat bar across all applications, which is really helpful. So say I'm on a call with a customer and one of my colleague pings me that, see, I have some more detail that you can ask this customer about so that your call goes well, or some context before the call. So I don't have to keep switching back to my email to check for the information. I can just have my chat bar open in any application in Zoho One. So say you have opened email, and just at the top, bottom left corner of your screen, you'll have the chat bar open, and you can always have access to contextual information in Zoho or across Zoho. So that's the next point, unified contextual communication across Zoho. So in the 45 plus applications that we have, you can just go ahead and check anywhere. The bottom bar is the chat bar. So at the back end, it is our product called Zoho Click. So AI, we spoke about BI, we spoke about Zoho Click and messaging. And now we talk about global search powered by Zia. So this year round, the Zia search has become new and improved. So I will show you a short example of Zia search when we go to the demo part of the webinar at the end of this presentation. But let me just give you an introduction of how the global search in Zia works. Okay, so say you have contextual search in Click. If you type out a name, Zia will search across all your applications about what all communication you've had with this person. It will open up emails, it will open up chats, it will open up support tickets, it will open up anything that name has been associated with. There's a contextual global search and smart Zoho desk notification. So this is perfect for your sales support people. So when they are say they miss a call, or a call is scheduled at 11 and it's 11:10 and they have somehow they have missed the call, you can always ask Zia to send you smart Zoho desk notifications. You can have on-demand reports, like I showed this GIF to you about revenue generation, yearly revenue by country, or anything like that. And there are some very interesting insights that Zia gives you for this. Okay, so recently we have added 3 more services to our spectrum. So this is what we are doing at Zoho now. We have a lot of services already in place, but we will keep adding services to our services layer of the operating system so that you get more value out of what products we are offering to you. So each and every time something comes up, we are adding more niche services to the services layer of our operating system. So the 3 additional services that we recently introduced are telephony integrations, identity and SSO, access management and provisioning. I will one by one tell you what is all of this, and I will try to break it down as much as possible. Okay, so what is telephony? Telephony is nothing but when you want to integrate your PBX system to your operating system on the web. So you don't have to always pick up the phone and keep dialing the number by seeing the number. So the problem with telephony since forever has been it is always siloed off from the entire system. The salesperson doesn't know what the marketer has spoken to the customer about. The support guy does not know what the sales guy promised to the customer, and it's a whole lot of mess, and it is always siloed. So, and with each integration, the function becomes much more painful. You have to integrate each of your product with the telephony system separately. So at Zoho, what we do is we developed something called a phone bridge. So Zoho One allows you to take a different approach. What we do is we have something called phone bridge, which already comes integrated with all of our systems, which then integrates with telephony. So phone bridge not only is integrated with everything in Zoho, but is also integrated with third-party PBX systems. So any of this you might be using, you can just use our phone bridge integration and start taking RingCentral calls on your Zoho CRM. Let's look at a small example of how this might work. So phone bridge in Zoho CRM is already available in the marketplace. We have a lot of phone bridge integrations now. Let's take the example of RingCentral. Say you set it up. Once you set it up, this is how your CRM page will look like. So this green call button right in front of the number will pop up once your phone bridge integration is complete. So your sales rep does not have to pick up a phone and see the number and dial it again and again. He can just click on this green call button and a call pop-up like this will show up. the most beautiful thing about this call pop-up is not only does it allow you to take a call from here, it also gives you a lot of information about this person who you are on a call with. So I'm talking to Melinda Anderson, and this Quinn Rivers is a lead owner. And I know here that price quote has been requested by the customer. So as I'm talking to the customer, I already know what the customer needs. So I can immediately provide my answer over the call and very contextually even take notes here as and when I'm talking to this person. We can, as a sales rep, I can also schedule contextual follow-ups. So say Melinda tells me that can you give me a call at tomorrow 10:30 a.m. and I go ahead, I create a task and I create a follow-up and a reminder for myself, and I just go ahead and save it, and next time tomorrow it will tell me when the call is with contextual notes provided. That was the salesperson's perspective. How does a support personnel benefit from a phone bridge integration? So I'm on Zoho Desk. This is a Zoho Desk UI, and I'm on a call with Amelia Burrows. So look at these small nifty product icons here. So if I go to desk, I will know what are the support tickets associated with Amelia Burrows in the past. Has she been asking for something and we haven't provided? Has any of your people not been able to answer any question about what Amelia Burrows had asked us? So again, contextual information about the person as and when you see a chat pop-up, a call pop-up. Again, contextual actions can be taken by your support personnel. Say a new person, you're calling a new person and that person is not there in the system, or you want to make that person as a new contact. You want to add it to a lead, or you want to add it to an existing lead, or create a new lead. Anything and everything of those actions you can have here. Just click on this nifty small plus button in Zoho. If it's in desk, just go to desk or go to CRM, create a new contact or a lead, or add to an existing lead and contact. More interestingly, every time you miss a call, say someone calls you back and you were not at your seat or you were unable to pick up their call, you can automatically convert the missed calls into ticket in your Zoho Desk and follow them up in Zoho Desk and assign the specific ticket to any of your support personnel. Then we started with 50 plus integrations with telephony providers, but today we have 80 plus we have integrated with 80 plus telephony providers. If you log into Zoho One, you should be able to access all of this. Twilio, Ring Central and everything, and Vonage being the most popular one. Then there is, then coming to the next service, identity and SSO. So I know almost all of you will be using a separate account for each cloud vendor, using something different for Salesforce, something different for QuickBooks, something different for G Suite, something different for Microsoft. And since there are so many cloud vendors out there in the market, it's become a norm that you have separate accounts for each of them. And if you need to, which means you need to remember all those passwords, all those logins and everything that comes with a new system altogether. And if you need to unify these accounts, you again need to bring another vendor in order to unify all these accounts. So we at Zoho, we have done something amazing. We are extending Zoho SSO to the third-party applications. So now not only Zoho will integrate other applications of Zoho, it will also integrate with third-party applications. So you can map any of these applications in your Zoho One dashboard and it will be ready to use. And once you authenticate it, say you are using Salesforce, once you authenticate it with one-time login, you will be able to use Salesforce through the Zoho One dashboard using Zoho SSO. SSO is single sign-on. Next comes access management and provisioning. So we are extending provisioning beyond Zoho applications in Zoho One. So as we spoke at the beginning of the webinar, there are Zoho applications which you use like analytics, CRM, Zoho Mail, Zoho People. And then there are custom applications that you can make using Zoho Creator and all the other services I told you about. And then there are SSO applications like the third party applications that we just spoke about, G Suite or Salesforce or everything else. And then there is something called extensions that you create. So all of this together can be managed and provisioned under Zoho applications. We have extended provisioning beyond Zoho apps now. We used to only support provisioning for Zoho applications, and now we have extended it to custom applications, SSO applications and extensions, third party applications, legacy systems, and everything else. The topmost layer, as we spoke about, is the applications layer of the operating system. I told you what is there in platform. Then we spoke a lot about services, and now applications. Applications is the easiest layer of all, which is what you used. So 2 years ago, we launched Zoho with 35 applications, and today we have 45 plus applications and several services and developer tools included in Zoho One at the same price that it launched in. So the operating system for business today is available to all businesses at consumer prices, and we proudly say that when you buy Zoho One, you are buying peace of mind. Just before we wrap up the presentation and move on to the demo section of the presentation, let's talk about, for your information, let's talk about the different teams in Zoho that will help you adopt to different applications in Zoho One. These teams are there to help you. There's a team called Zoho Concierge, which helps in requirement gathering and solution recommendations. Then there are partners and pre-sales teams which will help you in getting demo setups, proof of concept documents and prototypes for you to show to your higher management or to your customers, etc. Partners generally take care of full-blown implementations for us. We have a very trusted partner network in India and globally, and they work with customers for full-blown implementations of our products. Then there is an onboarding team which helps you in achieving initial success, like the first 30 days of Zoho One. Where should you begin? What is the best pathway for you to walk on when you start with Zoho One? Then there is, for huge enterprise deals, we have a separate team called Enterprise Business Solutions, which comes into force if you are an enterprise business. And this team works independently in Zoho to take care of enterprise software management. That was all for today for what was about Zoho One. Before we wrap up, let me just go ahead, log into the Zoho One demo account and show you a little bit about what we can do. So if you go ahead and click zoho.com/one, this is the page that will open up. Let's log in. I just wanted to show you how the sign-in page looks like and how the product loads, and that's why I didn't log it in before. Just let's give it a little time to load. Yes, here we are. Okay, so once you log in, this is the home screen of Zoho One that you will see. So since I am logged in as an admin, I will see an extra tab of admin panel on my left. Let's go through this UI a little bit and then we will dive deep into what the product can do for you. So since there are 45 plus applications in Zoho itself, and then there are third-party applications, there are custom applications, there are marketplace applications, there are legacy systems, it makes to be a lot in the list. So not all the time will you be able to find all your applications wherever you want. So you can search and launch an app from here. So say I need to launch mail. So if I type mail, both your mails are listed here. So you have synced, say you have synced Gmail here, it will show up here too. You just want to open Zoho Mail, go ahead, click on it, and it will open up Zoho Mail for you in a separate tab. Then you can see there are these different tabs here. One tab is for business processes, one is for sales and support, then there's a tab for collaboration. So these are called org level tabs. So the admin has the privilege of making these tabs for the rest of their team. So as an admin under marketing, I have listed Showtime, Survey, Analytics, and all of these applications under this tab. So as a user, if you log in, by default, you will see these tabs in your dashboard. But you can also go ahead and create your own tabs, your favorite tabs, or your mostly used tabs, just like the way you want. That would be specific to each user. Org tabs, which are these, is something that the admin creates. My favorites is something that a user creates. Let's go ahead and create a tab and see. So yes, just a small thing. This plus add new tab button will only work for active users. For admins, there is a separate place for them to create organizational tabs. We will get into it once we get into the admin panel on the left here. Let's first create a recently used. Let me choose an app. Okay, I use Docs recently, and I always use Writer. I need Mail here. I would also like my work. I would also like Flow here. Okay, so these are the things that I use every day. I go ahead, I name my tab as recently used. So create a new personal tab. This is a personal tab, and I add it, and it will show up in my dashboard right here. So see, it has all the applications that you recently used or you frequently used. Actually, this should be frequently used. My bad, I'm sorry. So you can always, these two tabs are personal to you. Each of these tabs are specific to a user. You do not want any application here. You can just go ahead and remove this app from the tab. You can go ahead and delete this tab altogether, which will not delete the application, only the tab and the applications that put in it. Okay, now on my left, if you see, the My App screen is what your home screen is. Then there is a screen for Zia Search. Okay, I told you that I will show you how Zia Search works. So by default, you will see Search, Refine, Review, and Act all in one place. So say I need to search what conversations with Manish I've had. I've had no conversations with Manish. Let me see with Amelia. Okay, where all am I there? So let's look at this a little bit. So you see, Zia has pulled up records of Amelia Burrows throughout Zoho. So in people, there is a listing of Amelia Burrows. Then in mail, there are 3 different emails. There are more emails here in mail where Amelia Burrows is mentioned. Then in connect, there are so many posts that Amelia has made. There is entry in books. There's entry in CRM. If you go to all apps, it will list all of this for you. This is listed by a person. Let's see, I want to find out what is there in my mail. Everything in my mail comes out here. So you can either search help pages, you can look through analytics, campaigns, or any of these applications, or just go to all applications. You don't know what you are searching for, then just type maybe trade show. If there is something called trade show that has happened ever in your Zoho accounts, it will all show up here. Okay, this is how Zia Search works. Then there is a tab called Analytics, which is Zoho wide analytics for Zoho One. You have campaigns and subscriptions and email dashboards. You have churn dashboards. These are out of the box ready-made dashboards for you. Products and inventory lists, analytics dashboard, and sales and receivables, inventory shipment, inventory items overview, and a whole lot of other things that are already populated here. You can search for a dashboard here. If you type lists analytic dashboard is here. I want to know what are the sales dashboards. So all the sales dashboards show up here. Okay, now let's get into the admin panel for the admin of Zoho One. Now, please remember the tab admin panel will only show up for you if you are logged in as an admin of Zoho One. So once you click the admin panel, the default dashboard will show up for you. So let's see what all information there is on the default admin dashboard. So there are 26 users in your organizations, 29 users added before this month, 43 applications and 6 groups. This is something that you can just go ahead, click and look at what all there is. Okay. Now there is some data on this screen. So let's just toggle to last 30 days because it's more data. So you can see these are the number of signed users that have happened in the last 30 days, number of times. So 14 successful logins with 1 unique user, and there has been no failed sign-ins. Then if you go to user details, there is Amelia Burrow who has logged in 7 minutes ago and 14 times in the last 30 days. Let's see the places where this account has been logged in from. So Chennai, it's been logged in 11 times, Ramapuram twice, Bangkok, Thailand once with 1 unique user. Then there are application details. Say for the last 30 days, I want to see what are the applications that are mostly used. So the highest seems to be mailed with 21 times account sign in, and analytics, desk, and so on. So it will give you all your applications with the number of sign-ins, number of times sign-ins have happened. Then there is most utilized applications. Say again, let's go to last 30 days. So page sense is utilized 100%, and okay, let's leave the 100% and okay. If you see connect here or inventory here, as an admin, I have given access to 3 people to access inventory. But out of those 3 people, only 1 person has logged in and begin utilizing the product. So the product utility here is 33%. So as an admin, you can keep a tab of how many. So mail, 24 people have been given access and only 1 person has been using it. So as an admin, you might need all this information. Let's go ahead and see what all there is in the admin dashboard. So this is your organization details, which as an admin you will always fill. You can edit your logo and favicon here and all the other details. After this, let's look at applications. Okay, so historically, Zoho One was initially only allowing Zoho applications to be listed in the Zoho One dashboard. But now, as I told you, with SSO provisioning and third-party provisioning, we are also allowing third-party applications to be listed as applications under the Zoho One dashboard. Okay, so here if you see, there is already a list of all the applications that Amelia has been using. Let's see if we can add an application. Let's go to the right side, add an application. And there are all these applications listed. If you do view all apps, it will show you all the apps that you can add. So say you want to add Orchestly or CRM. So these are the products that are already added. You want to add more. See, work drive is not added or invoice is not added. Just go ahead, add this application and just type yes add, and it will show up in your list of applications in Zoho One. Okay, so if you see in your applications tab, I think we added invoice. Yes, invoice is now associated in your list of applications. Let's go back to add application once again. So these are the Zoho applications that are available for you to add. Now, on the right hand side, there are three different kind of applications that you can add. Let's go through them one by one. So custom application tab. So you can build an application using Zoho Creator for your specific business needs, like I spoke to you about in the presentation. So when you use Creator and you create a specific application, or say none of these applications are fine with you, you need a very specific application. So just go ahead and click on this tab of build. Once you click build, Zoho Creator will open up in a different tab for you. Let me give it some time to load, and here it is. Okay, so there are already these pre-made installable applications in our Zoho Creator gallery. Say I need something, I'm a lawyer, I need something for my legal clinic. Okay, so we have something called legal case management. Let's see if we have something for food and beverages. Okay, there's something for restaurants. Let's see if we have anything for dance studios. We have employee management, but for dance studios, none of this fits for me. So you can go ahead and click on this create from scratch application builder, name your application and start building your application from scratch. Once you create this application successfully, it will show up in your applications module and also on your dashboard under the custom apps tab on your dashboard as a user, if you see. Next, after Zoho applications and custom applications that you build on Zoho Creator, there are marketplace applications also. Now, marketplace applications are also of two types. There are custom applications and there are directory applications. Custom applications are necessarily the applications that our partners have built for specific business process management and put it on our marketplace for you to use it. So some of these will be free. So say point of sale is a free product, is a free application that one of our partners has built. Higher education management is not a free product, so you need to click on buy now. Say I need something for educational system, so I go ahead and click buy now here. And either I start a free trial or click on buy now. It will ask you to purchase it, and once you have successfully added and purchased this, it will come back to your applications module and it will be listed there. So apart from custom applications, our marketplace also has directory applications which you can use single sign-on to review your app usage and everything that a third-party app needs. So say you are not using CRM yet. You are not using Zoho CRM yet. Maybe you are using QuickBooks, or you are for your booking system, or you are using Sugar CRM or something like that. I would just, so here, see, these are all the applications that are there. So I would just go ahead, say I want to add this. Just click on Workplace by Facebook. And if you click on install, it will ask you for a few details. Check on this box, and if you click install, this will show up in your applications. It will ask you for a few more details of your company, and it will again list in your applications tab under your admin panel. So in marketplace apps, we saw two types of apps: custom applications, which are made by our partners and put on the marketplace for you to use, and there are third-party SSO directory apps which you have already been using and want to integrate with Zoho One dashboard. Now, there is a third type of application here called non-directory application. So these are the SSO applications, or the legacy systems, or the on-premise applications, intranet applications that you are using, that you need to add to Zoho One, and you need them to act the same way, to behave the same way like Zoho applications behave. So you go ahead and either build an application, or you can integrate with an existing application here. So there are 4 types of applications that as an admin you need to be aware of. Zoho applications that are already available in Zoho. Then custom applications that you yourself can build for specific business needs using Zoho Creator. Then there are marketplace applications that you need to install, creator apps you made by our partners, or SSO connectors for cloud apps of third-party vendors. Then there are non-directory applications like your legacy systems and your on-premise solutions that you need SSO for. You use Zoho SSO and use them in your Zoho One dashboard right here. Once you add all of this and go to your Zoho One home screen, it will all be listed in your applications. We added workplace, is it? Okay, we didn't add it, it was asking for. Okay, so once you add the application search here, it will show up here and you can begin using the app. Like here, Salesforce is already listed here because I did one sign-in process for Salesforce. So once I do this sign-in process, log it in once, and we should be good to go and use it. Okay, let's go back to the admin panel and let's see what else is left there. Okay, we were on applications. So we finished talking about add applications. Now there is another tab here called manage tabs. So you remember I spoke to you about that you can create personal tabs for yourself in the organization. These are the tabs that the admin creates. These are called the organization tabs. So as an admin, under business processes, I think these 9 applications suit best under business processes. Under sales and support, I have 4 applications. But then suddenly I see under collaboration, I don't need bookings here. I would like my bookings to be under sales and support. So I just simply click on it, drag it, and the application would be moved successfully. Now, again, Zoho Sites is something that I would like my support people and sales people to be aware of. So I would just go click Zoho Sites and put it in the sales and support bundle. Or I can do vice versa and put back everything that was in its place. It's as easy as that. If as an admin you need another tab, say I need to make SSO applications, one tab for SSO applications, choose apps to add. Say for example, I have Marketing Hub or G Suite or Gmail SSO apps. I add them here. It looks like I've reached the maximum tab limit. Okay, so and anyway, I think you can have 6 tabs. So if you want to add more than 6 tabs, you're just going to have to adjust here, but you can add a new tab here as an admin. Once you add a new tab here, your users will be able to see it on their home screen as fixed application tabs, organization tabs made by the admin. What else do we have left? Okay, we have a module for users. Let's see. Abby Jennings is a user. If I click on her name, I get all the information possible right here. So info about Abby Jennings, and then the applications that she has access to, the groups she is a part of, then there's account activity, security policies, mail settings, and everything else. If I need to deactivate her as a user, I can click right here. I can reset her MFA settings. If I close this, I also have some nifty options here to assign an additional app to Abby, or edit the information that she has given me, or as an admin I take the liberty to edit the information, or deactivate her altogether. Now, if you see here, these are the list of all active users in Zoho One in my organization right now. Now I want to see who are the inactive users. So just go click on this small arrow right here and change the user state to inactive users. So I can see that I've asked these 3 people to join and they haven't. These 3 are inactive users. I can just go ahead, either delete them or activate them, or I have purposefully deactivated them because they are an external user. Likewise, if there are any pending users will show up here. If there are any external users, they will show up here. But by default, the active user state module will open for you once you click on users. If you click on add user, you can add all the details here. So initially we used to provide these 4 fields for add user basic information, but now we have a lot of other information that you can fill in about the employee. Company ID, like company information with employee ID, designation, departments, reporting manager, work location, then there is which country do they work, some additional information about themselves. And if all of this is still not enough and you would like some more information to be added, there are always custom fields that you can create as an admin to know the blood group or emergency contact number of that person. Go ahead, add them, show the tooltip or encrypt and everything, and it will all be added here. Click on add and the user will have the same policies that you applied there. Now let's go to this field called manage fields. So these are some mandatory fields for your employee to fill while filling a form for sign-in. So you can add custom fields here as an admin and make each field mandatory or open to change. Yes, that's about with users. These are your admins. These are the groups. Okay, I would like to tell you a little bit about the security policies. So click on this photograph here and go to my account. So once your Zoho accounts page shows up, you can just scroll through and set your security and multi-factor authentication setups here. This is all the details that you have. Your security policies would be listed here, password, security question and everything else. You can change everything from here as an admin. In multi-factor authentication, we have different kind of authentication setups. We have a mobile-based OTP. You have Zoho One Auth, which is an authentication platform made by Zoho. There's a time-based OTP format and there is a YubiKey hardware support which you can set up right from here. There are more settings and preferences. Let's go back. Is there anything that we left out? Active Directory, Marketplace, Dashboard. Okay, I guess that's about it for today. So it's been more than an hour since we started. So let me just log out of this and see what are the questions, and I would like to answer some questions.